game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
I'll be keeping an eye on that one for us. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to slip through and pick it up. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On the move, it's Henderson. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down. That'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Keelan Russell. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Now here's Russell. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And he missed it. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep...
There he goes! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw one first. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davidson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He's changing the play.
Shift. Jet. Flash. Q. Booster. Where did he go?
He's looking to throw. Back's got it. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Power ahead. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Throwing Russell. Floats it out in space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? From the gun, it's Henderson.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Russell throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Clemson Tide. Rolled his way into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Ready to roll on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Henderson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Pulls it. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football.
We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run him again. He's past the sticks. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. From the red zone, it's Davidson. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keelan Russell rushes on. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Throwing Russell. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Daniels. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. He fires to the left side. Leaping grab for a big gain. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on 1st down. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Laterals it back. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, what a caught. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he avoids the sack.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Booster, booster.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Deep in the end zone, it's Jenkins. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Russell. Rush right in his face. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 15 team, the Colorado Buffaloes. And it's Northwestern with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. They're working that left side. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. Touchdown Tide. And that one will give them the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the point after is good. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Cuts it upfield. It's Davidson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Henderson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Henderson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Going to the running game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing Russell. Right side, it's Henderson. Finds a seam. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Alabama! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fires toward the target. Round the spot the defense. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down at the 37. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Running inside. It's Davidson. Enough to move the chains. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Finds his big tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Extending the play. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide right, it's Davidson. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, gonna throw it. Moves to his right. Touchdown, Tigers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Right side, it's Rodgers. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Russell. Moving out to the right. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Russell. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking left. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football 4th down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Finds his man on the RPO.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
He gets nothing. No nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Clemson calls its second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a one-possession lead. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy late in games that you know you can trust. Game on the line. Just need to get one 1st down. And Palmer, they could run it. They could play it safe. But they give it to their dude, and he delivers.
And that's a play that they can run in their sleep, too. Something they practice all week long. They carry it in their playbook each and every week. It's a good play call because you're dialing up something that all 11 guys know in the back of their hand. And they go out and get the execution needed to win this game.
They'll run it to the right. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Now the Tide uses its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays.